Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are watching this video from. Guys, in this video we're going to look at Civic Education 2025 GCE. Okay, so we're going to look at the section A, then in the next video we're going to look at section B and C. There are 20 questions in section A. I will answer 17 out of 20. You will answer 3 of 20. Okay? We are answering this together. Also want to see your answers. Okay? In the comment section. Section A, 20 marks. Meaning we just have 20 questions here. Answer the questions in this section. Circle the letter you have chosen as your answer. Alright? Example: which branch of government carries out laws made by the National Assembly? So, A. Cabinet, B. Executive, C. Judiciary, D. Legislature. So the correct answer is B. So you just circle. Alright? So let's start with the first question here. Question 1. The Constitution that can be altered only through a special procedure is said to be A. Flexible, B. Rigid, C. Unwritten, D. Written. Which one is the correct answer? So the correct answer to the question 1 here is B. Rigid constitution. Okay? So rigid constitution is one that is difficult to amend. It can only be amended by a special board. Okay? A special board and special procedure. Alright? So we have bodies like Constituent Assembly, the National Constitutional Conference, and the referendum. Alright, let's go to the second question. According to the Local Government Act of 1991, councils were to be classified in order of seniority as A. City, District, and Municipal Council, B. City, Municipal, District, C. District, City, Municipal, D. Local, Municipal, District, City. The correct answer here is B. City, Municipal, District. Okay? So B is the correct answer. Okay, so under City Council, we have town clerks and mayors found there. Then municipal councils, we have council secretary, council chairperson are found in what? District councils. Okay, so let's go to question 3. We have questions that you were supposed to find answers on your own. Okay, questions you're supposed to answer. All right. Let's proceed. We'll find one. You're supposed to what? You're supposed to answer, because you're supposed to engage here. We're supposed to answer together. Question 3. Periodic elections are an indispensable part of democratic governance. According to the Zambian Constitution, when are general elections held? Okay, so this is according to the 2016 amended Constitution. All right, so this is happening in the second Thursday of August after 5 years. Okay, second Thursday, which is see here, second Thursday of August every 5 years. You answer question 4, and the other question I will tell you to answer. Okay, I'll be giving you hints, by the way. So question 4 is saying, a naturalized citizen can lose Zambian citizenship for any of the following except A, acquisition of a new citizenship of another country, another country, B, born in or outside Zambia after the commencement of the 1996 amended constitution, C, committing a serious crime or engaging in unacceptable activities, D, deserting from military service when called upon to do so by the state. Okay, so which one here is the correct answer? So the hint, you use the 2016 amended what? Constitution. All right, it's about dual citizenship. All right, about dual citizenship. So which one is the correct answer here? Let's go to question 5. So type your question in the comment section. Let's go to question 5. Which of the following is an example of economic, social, and cultural rights? Okay, so this is under categories of human rights. Okay, we have 3 categories of what? Human rights. Okay, which are also known as what? Generations. So we have civil and political rights. We also have economic, social, and cultural rights, of which is the one we are being asked here. And we also have collective rights or solidarity rights. Okay, so under economic, social, and cultural rights here, the answer is A. Here, employment is an example of what? Economic, social, and cultural rights. Now, what is the personal liberty? Personal liberty falls under civil and political rights. How about right to life? Right to life also falls under what? Civil and political rights. How about self-determination? Self-determination falls under what? Collective rights or solidarity rights. Good. Let's go to question 6. Okay. Question 6 is saying members of a society are bound together by ideas, values, and standards of behavior which give meaning to their lives. Which this means that culture is. Okay, so this is under characteristics of what? Characteristics of culture. This comes from the total, sum total of what? Society's way of life. Okay, that is the comprehensive. So comprehensive is not the answer. Culture is integrated. Culture is integrated. What it means is that in order to keep culture functioning, all its aspects must be what? Must be integrated. For example, the language should be able to describe all the functions within the culture in order for the what? For the ideals and ideas to be transmitted from one generation to the next. Then learned. Culture is what? Culture is learned. Okay. This means that it is passed on from one generation to one generation to the other. Okay, from generation to generation, it is passed on from generation to generation. It is taught. To culture here is what D, which is the culture is shared. All right. When we mean culture is shared, it means that members of society share a set of ideals. Okay. Okay, set of ideals, values, and standard behavior, and this set of ideals is what give meaning to their lives and what bound them together as culture. So the answer here, according to this question, is what? Is D. All right. Let's go to question 7. Panadol is a good example of dash substance. Panadol is a good example of what? An over-the-counter what? Over-the-counter substance. What is an over-the-counter substance? Substances. These are substances that can easily be bought over the counter, such as Panadol, aspirin. Okay, one can buy one can buy these medicines without a prescription. Okay, so the answer here, question 7, is what? Is C. Okay, let's go to question 8. Question 8. Okay, which of the following does not fall under civic organizations? Nice. Which of the following does not fall under civic organizations? Okay, so we have Operating Young Vote, OYV. This is a civic organization. The Anti-Voter Apathy Program. This is also a civic organization. The Foundation for Democratic Process, FODEP. This is also a civic organization. Zambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This is not a civic organization. Okay, this is an industrial organization. It falls under industrial organizations. Okay, so the answer here is D. Let's go to question 9. Question 9. Mrs. Moshi, an agent of one of the insurance companies, explained to her clients the reason for buying insurance. Which one is not? Meaning 3 are reasons of what? Buying an insurance cover. Okay. A, it brings someone back to the original position after accident, which is compensation. This is very true. B, designed to give protection from specific risk. Yes, it is also true. C, debt servicing risk. Yes, it is. D, profit making. No, it's not profit making. The answer is D. You are not allowed to make profit out of the insurance out of the insurance company. All right, and it is covered in one of the principles of insurance. Let's go to, so the answer is D. Okay, let's go to question 10. Question 10 is saying, the duty that lies on the prosecution to prove the criminal allegation against the accused is known as. Okay, so this is one of the 3 basic principles of criminal procedure. All right, so we have 3 basic principles. Number 1 is the defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty by the court of law. Number 2, the burden of proof. So the burden of proof is simply the duty that lies on the prosecution to prove the criminal allegation labeled against the accused. Okay, so the burden of proof is based on the rule of he who alleges must prove. The accused does not have to say anything in his or her defense. Okay, so here clearly the answer is burden what? Burden of proof, which is B. What is the third principle? The third principle is the standard of what? The standard of proof. Okay, which is simply the weight of evidence the prosecution must produce in order to establish what? The alleged crime. So the standard of proof should be beyond reasonable doubt. Okay, now guilty mind is under one of the elements of what? Of a crime. Okay, guilty mind, which is also known as mens rea in Latin. The intention or desire to cause harm. Okay, let's go to question 11. Okay, question 11 is saying, dash refers to similar opportunities of development given to males and females without any set limitations. Okay, without any set limitations. All right, this is gender equality. Okay, This is gender equality. The answer is, where's gender equality? A, here, gender equality. All right, let's go to question 12. I hope you are enjoying. If you're still together up to this point, guys, consider subscribing. You can like the video, give us a comment, okay? Tell us what you think on a certain question. If you are not 100% convinced with the answer, you can give us your view in the comment section. Okay, let's go to question 12. Question 12, I think this is under culture of peace. Methods of resolving conflict. Methods of resolving conflict that allow the parties concerned to proceed to the public courts of law. To proceed to the public court or courts of law is called, nice, A, arbitration. Now, what is arbitration? This is a conflict handling skill undertaken by an arbitrator, okay, who is appointed by the disputing parties or groups to resolve their differences. Okay, what is litigation? Nice. So litigation, this is one of the conflict resolution methods that allow that allow the parties concerned to proceed to the public courts of law. So this is the answer to question 12. Question 13 and question 14, okay, are your questions to answer. Question 13 and question 14. So question 13 is saying, according to the Zambian law, a child is any person who is -years or below. You here also use the 2016 amended what? Constitution. Then question 14, which provision of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of a Child provides for children with disability? This is also your question, guys. Okay, you should know that there are 54 provisions, okay, and the one that talks about the children with disabilities, number 23. All right, so this will help you answer question 14. Let's go to question 15. Which of the following documents addresses the many evils of hunger and slavery? This is simple. Okay. A, the Charter of Monday of 1222. B, English Bill of Rights of 1689. C, Magna Carta of 1215. D, USA Bill of Rights of 1791. The answer is A, the Charter of Monday of 1222. It addresses the two many evils of hunger and slavery. So the answer, question 15, is A. Okay. Let's go to question 16. Marriage as a contract creates obligations. A, obligations and rights. B, rights. And C, social status. D, status. Okay, so it creates. Okay, so the answer here is social status. Marriage as a contract creates the social status. 17 is saying, the following table shows the statistics collected by a development expert for country X. We have GNP, gross national product, gross domestic product, per capita income, then population there. And the question is saying, what is the population for country X? This is simple as long as you know the formula to use. So the formula is per capita income is equal to GNP over total population. Okay, total population. So here, to calculate total population, we are going to divide the gross national product divided by what? By this one, per capita income. Okay, so we're going to say, so we're going to use this one. So we're going to say, let me just do this. So we're going to say 1 to 120 million divided by 20. This 0 and this 0 cancel. 2 into 12 is 6. So we have 6. We have this option which starts with 6, only with 6. So this is the answer. 6,000, okay, 000, 6 million. Okay, that's the population. 6 million. So B is the answer. All right. Let's go to question 18. Okay. Question 18. Poor people suffer social exclusion. This means that they are prevented, A, from being members of society. B, they are prevented by people from feeling part of their community. C, they are prevented by poverty from participating as equals in society. D, this means that they are prevented by society from developing their skills and talent. No, the answer here is C. Okay, they are prevented by poverty from participating as equals in society. All right. Okay, let's go to question 19. Question 19. Which level of biodiversity is a measure of variability within and between species? Okay. Now, you should know that biodiversity is considered at 3 levels. Okay, at 3 levels, and biodegradable substance is not one of them. So this one should be excluded. So the 3 levels are ecosystem, genetic diversity, species diversity. Okay, and one of these is a level of biodiversity that is a measure of variability within and between species. What is ecodiversity? Ecosystem diversity, it refers to a variety of inhabitants within which species occur. So this is not the answer. What is genetic diversity? Is the measure of the variability within and between species. So C is the answer. Now, what is species diversity? Okay, species diversity refers to the total number of species in a given area. All right. Let's go to the last question in mathematics. Let's go to the last question in this paper. Section A, by the way. Question 20. Foreign aid means A, selling and buying of goods and services. B, spending more money on servicing debts. C, means the international transfer of funds, goods and services in form of loans and grants from one country to another. Yes, this is foreign aid. This is what it means when we say foreign aid. D, the rate at which a country's export exchange for imports from another country. No, Okay, so that's it to this paper. Remember to subscribe, to like, and also like the video if this is helpful to you. Okay, stay tuned and stay blessed, okay, as you wait for part 2, section B and section C.